Hello guys, my name is Mael and I made top 8 at the Ultimate Time Wizard at Berlin. So here is my deck list. For the Frog Engine I played 3 sub, 2 swaps, 2 treeborn. So I didn't play 3 swaps because I felt that it was kinda bricky, and 2 was the great ratio. Next up, for the Monarch Engine, I played 3 Caius and 1 Weza. Maybe that next time I would try 2 Weza because in some hand I was sometimes in lack of Monarchs. Next, for the Hero Engine, I played the classic line. I sometimes saw people not playing Alius, but in my deck list I'm also playing on my side deck 2 Super Polymerization, and I find sometimes that it's quite useful in some matchups to have another hero, and even for the Miracle Fusion, having 5th targets is always great. So maybe I'll try to cut it and add another hero, but I don't know what to replace it for. Next, 1 Gors, 1
Battle Fader.
Battle Fader, thank you man. And 1 Junk Synchron. Battle Fader, it allows me to play in a quite risky situation sometimes, like I can commit more, and Gors mandatory in Edison. For the Junk Warrior, it's a target for Rota, and every time he came up, I instant win the game because I have access to a lot of cards with my Frog Engine and Junk. I'm also playing 1 Snipe Hunter, so I decided not to play the discard traps, but the draw cards, the draw traps over them, because Snipe Hunter replaces the discard traps and allows me to discard things such as the hero or even water monster for my Miracle Fusion. Maybe next time I'll replace one of the 5 draw traps by 1 discard trap or something else, but I think that for the draw traps 5 was too much, because a lot of times with the tournament, when I activate one of them, I drew another, and not a good scenario. So that's it for the monsters. Next, for the spell cards, we have 3 Miracles. Mandatory to have 3 every time it came, it was broken as fuck. Next, 1 Typhoon, broken also. 1 for 1, it allows me to do my dupe lock on first turn. Icon because with Treeborn, it's really good, like Reborn standby, path, take, Reborn again. So I think it's maybe mandatory, but it's good. Next, Soul Exchange. Soul Exchange is good with Icon also, and also with sub, because I can use the prior effect to tribute in cost. Next, we have E, mandatory, even because I'm playing with Alias. Next, Brain Control, broken. Heavy Storm, also broken in the format. And the 2 mandatory traps. So that's it for the main deck. Next up, for the extra deck, I'm playing 1 Armory Arm. So it never came up, but the first day on the side event, I had a setup where I could make it, but I didn't do it, and I think that's why I lost the game against Blackwing. So I was in a setup where I took his Gale and I could do this. But I think it's still mandatory to play it, and even in some matchups it came a lot, but only in testing, not in the tournament. One magical android, he came up one time in this tournament to crash against a Gorz. No, not a Gorz, a Caius. One Junk Warrior, didn't see it. One Calidor, Catastor, didn't see it. One Brillo Guardian, best card in Edison. One Brionac, second best card in Edison. Didn't see it. Junk Archer, really bad card. I think I would cut it next time. Never came up, and I don't know if this card is just bad. I think there are better options to replace it for. Black Rose didn't came. Colossal didn't came. Stardust, I think it came up one time. Stardust, I always need to play it. Mistworm, it didn't came this tournament, but again, while I was playtesting with Junk Warrior, it was I had some really good setups to do it, and I think I will not be able to cut it because it's really easy to make in the deck. And then 3 absolute 0 because it's mandatory in the deck. Next up for the side deck, I'm playing 2 Super Polymerization, so I side it in when I'm playing against Mirror or even just Frogs because it was always good to have a card broken like this and Special Shaman 0 ab. I maybe try to add Gaia in my extra deck with Absolute 0 to have another target for Super Polymerization because maybe replace Junk Archer. Next, 3 Dust Tornado, really good against Blackwing, but I maybe think of cutting it to 2 because I'm playing already a lot of cards against Roaring, such as Unicorn and Breaker. Next, Dim Prison never came up, and Troubleshoot, always citing it going first. Then 2 Vanity. Also going first was a really good card against some matchups such as Amaryllis or everything else. Then 3 Didico, it was the MVP of the tournament. Every game had to side it, I think, and it won me a lot of games, even against Amaryllis, where I banned Amaryllis and he still pays the cost of banishing one. It was really good. And then the last one is Didi Assailant. So I entered this card because while playtesting, I played against a friend who was playing Christia, and I didn't have an out to Christia, so I think it's a quite good out to Christia. And that's it for the deck list. For the shoutouts, shout out to the Trip Phantom, shout out to Nico Visiok who wasn't able to top, shout out to Yanis, shout out to the Cafard, the cockroach back here, and shout out to everyone I played against. They were all really kind people. Shout out to everyone in the Point des Barons, and also shout out to Jean-Marie, who was my master, if you could say, for the time I began Edison. So it's been 2 months since I began Edison, and he was really the one coaching me. And that's it.